So if you're not a doctor or a therapist, it's kind of hard to understand how you can go to a separate facility that performs many of the same therapies that you've once already experienced and get different results, right? After all, what's that saying? Doing the same thing over again, expecting different results is like the definition of insanity. Well, that's not necessarily the definition here, because just because you've tried a therapy before doesn't necessarily mean it won't work if somebody does it a little bit differently. And the way I like to explain this is using this baking a cake analogy. So to bake a cake, we know there's certain ingredients that you need to bake a cake. Well, this is like the ingredients to making your brain work better. So you need flour, eggs, sugar, water, things like that, milk and frosting. However, just having those ingredients doesn't guarantee that you get a cake when you mix them all together. There's certain amounts of each one of those ingredients that you have to combine very specifically in order to make that cake. And not only are there specific amounts, you have to combine them in a specific order in order to get that cake. Kind of common sense, you can't mix eggs and frosting, put it in an oven, and bake it for 20 minutes on 350, take it out, mix it with flour and sugar, and expect to have a cake. It just doesn't work that way. While your brain and your body are very similar to that analogy, whereas if you have certain therapies, you may need a lot of one therapy, a little bit of another, and maybe a moderate amount of a third, and they need to be combined in that specific sequence in order to just hit that sweet spot to make you overcome your health hurdles or your performance needs. And that's what we do here at Plasticity Brain Centers. We basically take those individual ingredients, combine them in a specific predetermined amount and a very specific sequence in order to get you the results that you need to get better.